Imagine preparing to celebrate your first wedding anniversary. Only your marriage ended 6 months ago. Most people would avoid the date, hide their memories, or pretend it never happened. But one woman chose a different path. She decided to honor the moments of love and joy she once had, sharing her story with the world. What happened next shocked millions online. Her TikTok tribute went viral, touching hearts across the globe. This is not just a story about divorce. It's about resilience, gratitude, and finding beauty even in endings. Ashley had always dreamed of a wedding that felt like a fairy tale, a day filled with love, laughter, and unforgettable memories. From the moment she got engaged, she envisioned every detail. The perfect dress, the floral arrangements that matched her favorite colors, the soft glow of candlelight at the reception, and the laughter of friends and family filling the air. She imagined walking down the aisle, heart pounding with excitement, and locking eyes with her partner as he whispered promises of forever. For months, she spent countless hours planning, coordinating with vendors, and making sure every detail was flawless. The big day finally arrived, and everything seemed to fall into place perfectly. The morning sunlight streamed through the windows, illuminating her carefully styled hair and the delicate lace of her gown. Her bridesmaids buzzed with excitement, helping her into the dress and sharing quiet, heartfelt moments that Ashley knew she would never forget. She felt an overwhelming sense of joy, a mixture of nervous energy and pure happiness. The ceremony itself was magical. The venue was adorned with elegant flowers and twinkling lights, creating a dreamy atmosphere that reflected the love Ashley and her partner shared. As she stepped onto the aisle, she could feel the collective warmth of everyone around her. Family and friends beamed, some with tears in their eyes, while others captured the moment on their phones. Ashley's partner stood at the end of the aisle, smiling nervously, but with a sincerity that made her heart swell. When their hands finally met and their vows were exchanged, the world seemed to pause. Every word spoken carried weight, hope, and a promise of a future together. The reception was nothing short of spectacular. Guests danced, laughed, and shared stories about the couple, celebrating the union with joy and energy that filled the room. There were speeches, toasts, and playful moments that made everyone, including Ashley, burst into laughter. From the first dance to the cake-cutting ceremony, every moment felt perfect, and Ashley could hardly believe this day was real. She felt like the luckiest person in the world, fully immersed in the happiness that surrounded her. Yet, beneath the surface of this perfect day, there were subtle hints of the challenges to come. Small disagreements, fleeting frustrations, and unspoken expectations were present, though they were easily overlooked amid the celebration. No one could have anticipated that the joy of this day would contrast so sharply with the reality that awaited them in the coming months. Despite these small cracks, Ashley's wedding day remained a memory of pure magic. The laughter, the heartfelt vows, and the connections shared with loved ones became an anchor, a reminder of love and joy that could exist even if life didn't follow the path she had imagined. Little did she know, this perfect day would soon become a symbol not of marital bliss, but of reflection, growth, and the bittersweet beauty of cherished memories. After the fairy tale of her wedding day, Ashley stepped into married life with excitement, hope, and dreams for the future. At first, everything seemed perfect: the honeymoon glow, shared laughter, and the thrill of building a life together. She and her partner navigated the early months with optimism, savoring quiet moments like morning coffee together, late-night conversations, and shared plans for holidays, home decor, and even career goals. To outsiders, they appeared to be the ideal couple, radiating happiness and love. But behind the smiles and the carefully curated social media posts, cracks began to appear. Small disagreements over trivial matters slowly grew into tension. Differences in communication styles, unspoken expectations, and lingering resentments created distance that neither Ashley nor her partner knew how to bridge. Conversations that once felt easy and natural started to feel heavy, loaded with frustration and misunderstandings. The little irritations that were once brushed aside now lingered, becoming daily reminders that things were not as simple as they seemed. Ashley tried to hold on to hope, believing that love alone could overcome these challenges. She reminded herself of the joy they had shared on their wedding day, clinging to the belief that those feelings could be rekindled. She attended counseling sessions, attempted heartfelt conversations, and made personal sacrifices to improve the relationship, but nothing seemed to create lasting change. Her partner, equally frustrated and confused, struggled to navigate their own emotions, creating a cycle of tension that neither of them could break. As the months passed, the relationship became increasingly strained. Joyful moments became rarer, replaced by arguments, silence, and a pervasive sense of disappointment. Ashley found herself grieving, not for the person her partner was, but for the marriage she had imagined and the future she had envisioned. Friends and family offered advice, some sympathetic, others blunt, but the weight of reality fell squarely on Ashley's shoulders. She realized that no amount of effort or hope could force a relationship to thrive if both people were not fully aligned. The eventual decision to separate was heartbreaking, though inevitable. Ashley faced a whirlwind of emotions: sadness, guilt, relief, and even moments of disbelief. There was mourning for the life that would not be, but also clarity in understanding that moving forward was the healthiest choice for both of them. The process was emotionally exhausting, involving difficult conversations, logistical arrangements, and a reckoning with the expectations she had held for herself and her marriage. Through this experience, Ashley discovered resilience she didn't know she possessed. She learned that love, even when it doesn't last, can still hold meaning and value. The heartbreak taught her that endings are not failures. They are opportunities for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. This painful yet enlightening chapter of her life became the foundation for the story she would later share with the world, touching the hearts of millions who had experienced similar struggles and reminding everyone that it's possible to honor love even when it doesn't last. After enduring months of heartbreak and self-reflection, Ashley decided to take a bold step. Instead of hiding her pain or pretending the marriage had never existed, she chose to honor it. On what would have been her first wedding anniversary, she created a TikTok video, a tribute to the love and joy she had experienced, however brief. With carefully selected clips from her wedding day, soft, nostalgic music, and a heartfelt voiceover, she told her story honestly: the happiness, the excitement, and the eventual heartbreak. When she posted the video, Ashley didn't expect much. She was sharing it primarily for herself, a personal way to commemorate the milestone and process her emotions. But within hours, the video began to gain traction. People from around the world resonated with her story, leaving comments filled with empathy, encouragement, and their own reflections on love and loss. The authenticity of her message struck a chord. Viewers could sense that Ashley was not posting for sympathy or attention, but to share a universal human experience. As the video's views skyrocketed into the millions, media outlets began covering it. Social media feeds were flooded with discussions about her honesty, courage, and emotional vulnerability. Many praised her for confronting a painful truth head-on and showing that it's possible to honor meaningful moments, even when life doesn't turn out as planned. Others were inspired to reflect on their own relationships, sharing their experiences and lessons learned in the comments section. The response was overwhelming, not just because of the story itself, but because of the emotional truth Ashley communicated so openly. The viral nature of the video also brought a sense of community. Strangers from across the globe reached out to Ashley, sharing similar stories of divorce, heartbreak, and personal growth. Some described how they had hidden their own experiences out of shame or fear of judgment, and seeing someone celebrate love despite its impermanence encouraged them to embrace their past with gratitude. Many commented on the power of Ashley's perspective, that even endings, no matter how painful, can hold beauty and teach valuable lessons. As the video continued to circulate, Ashley began receiving messages from people offering support, friendship, and even opportunities to share her story in other formats. Interviews, podcasts, and online features invited her to speak about resilience, emotional honesty, and the importance of cherishing life's fleeting moments. The sudden attention could have been overwhelming, but Ashley approached it with humility, reminding herself that the story wasn't about fame, it was about connection. Ultimately, the viral moment became more than just a TikTok sensation. It was a catalyst for conversation, healing, and reflection. It showed the world that life doesn't always follow the path we expect, that heartbreak doesn't erase the value of meaningful experiences, and that sharing one's story with authenticity can inspire millions. Ashley's decision to post her tribute wasn't just a personal milestone. It became a universal message. It's okay to grieve, it's okay to reflect, and it's always possible to find light in the midst of heartbreak. After the viral response to her TikTok, Ashley took time to reflect deeply on what had happened. The overwhelming support from strangers and loved ones alike made her realize that her story was bigger than her personal experience. It was a universal journey of love, loss, and growth. In the quiet moments that followed the whirlwind of online attention, she began to examine not just the heartbreak, but the lessons hidden within it. Ashley realized that one of the most important lessons was the power of perspective. While the marriage had ended far sooner than she had ever imagined, it did not erase the value of the joy, love, and connection she had experienced. Those memories, while now tinged with sadness, remained beautiful and formative. She learned that it's possible to honor the past without allowing it to define or limit the future. Every moment, even fleeting happiness, holds significance and can be a source of gratitude, even when circumstances change. Another lesson was about vulnerability and courage. By sharing her story publicly, Ashley exposed her deepest emotions and personal struggles to millions of viewers. It was terrifying at first, the fear of judgment, ridicule, or misunderstanding, but she soon realized that honesty resonates in ways that perfection never can. People connected with her story not because it was flawless, but because it was real. The rawness of her experience encouraged empathy, sparked meaningful conversations, and even inspired others to confront their own emotional challenges with openness and honesty. Ashley also reflected on resilience. Heartbreak, she realized, does not have to be a final chapter. It can be a turning point. Her decision to celebrate her wedding memories instead of burying them demonstrated that strength isn't about denying pain. It's about embracing it, learning from it, and allowing it to shape a stronger, wiser version of oneself. She began to understand that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about growing through it, turning even disappointment into a source of insight and inspiration. Furthermore, the experience reinforced the idea that endings are not failures. Too often, society equates a relationship ending with personal inadequacy or defeat. Ashley's story challenged this notion, showing that the end of something meaningful does not diminish its significance. It simply signals a new phase, an opportunity to learn, heal, and move forward with intention and self-awareness. She encouraged viewers to reconsider their own definitions of success and fulfillment, recognizing that life's lessons often come wrapped in unexpected packages. Finally, Ashley came to embrace gratitude. She acknowledged every moment of love, laughter, and connection, even the difficult ones, as valuable. Gratitude, she realized, transforms perspective, allowing pain to coexist with appreciation for what was meaningful. Her TikTok had started as a personal tribute, but it evolved into a message that millions could internalize, that life, in all its impermanence, is worthy of celebration, reflection, and mindful appreciation. Through this chapter of her life, Ashley not only healed personally, but also offered a roadmap for others navigating heartbreak. Her story became a testament to the power of reflection, the courage to be vulnerable, and the enduring value of even the shortest-lived joys. After the viral success of her TikTok and the outpouring of support from viewers worldwide, Ashley began to realize that her journey wasn't just about personal closure, it was about inspiration. The attention she had received gave her a platform, and she felt a deep responsibility to use it meaningfully. She wanted her story to do more than entertain or shock. It needed to encourage, comfort, and empower others who had faced heartbreak, disappointment, or loss. Ashley began sharing not only memories of her wedding day, but also insights she had gained from navigating a painful ending. She discussed the importance of embracing vulnerability, acknowledging emotions, and allowing oneself to grieve fully without guilt. Her openness resonated deeply. Countless viewers reached out, expressing how her story had helped them confront their own experiences. Many had hidden their own heartbreak out of shame, fear, or societal pressure, and seeing someone else honor both love and loss gave them courage to do the same. Moving forward, Ashley embraced self-growth and reflection as guiding principles. She focused on understanding her needs, values, and boundaries, realizing that the end of one chapter doesn't define her future. Each day became an opportunity to cultivate resilience, self-love, and gratitude. She began engaging with her community online, creating spaces for honest conversations about relationships, emotional health, and personal development. Her story sparked discussions, inspired others to share their experiences, and fostered a sense of connection among strangers who found solace in her journey. Ashley also used her experience to reframe her perception of love and success. She no longer saw her short-lived marriage as a failure, but as a meaningful chapter that had shaped her understanding of herself and what she wanted in life. She highlighted the beauty in fleeting moments and encouraged others to celebrate meaningful experiences, even when they don't last forever. The key, she emphasized, was learning from every experience and allowing those lessons to guide future decisions. Through her story, Ashley became a symbol of hope and empowerment. Her TikTok had started as a personal tribute, but it had evolved into a movement of reflection, empathy, and emotional honesty. People admired her courage, her resilience, and her ability to turn a painful ending into an opportunity for growth and connection. She had shown the world that heartbreak can coexist with gratitude, disappointment with insight, and endings with new beginnings. Today, Ashley continues to inspire through her storytelling. She shares her lessons on resilience, vulnerability, and self-discovery, reminding others that it's possible to move forward without losing touch with the past. Her journey proves that life doesn't have to follow the path we imagine to hold beauty, meaning, and growth. Even in heartbreak, there is hope. Even in endings, there are beginnings. And even in the most painful moments, one can find light, purpose, and the courage to continue. If Ashley's story touched you, don't forget to hit that like button to show your support. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever experienced heartbreak that taught you a valuable lesson? And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another story that inspires, uplifts, and reminds us all that even endings can hold beauty.